Hi Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your March 23rd to the 29th, 2025 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, a healing, or a gift card, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It's listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So let's take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into the safe and loving space. All right, Aries, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh, the 8 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, the Page of Swords, the 5 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, interesting. The Moon, angels and spirit guides. Let me move this up just a bit for you. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. The 8 of Wands, angels, justice, Knight of Pentacles, angels, and spirit guides, and the Page of Pentacles. Oh, very interesting. Okay, can you see that all? Yeah, you can. What's really interesting here is that we're crowned with the 8 of Wands, so it means that this is going to be a great week for getting work done, moving things forward, being organized, being precise, being on time with things, that we can get very detail oriented. So just know that we can absolutely get caught up in the details of things during this time. That's going to be an important one to be aware of. Okay. But very hardworking, very diligent, very determined, right? That is the overarching energy of this whole entire week. However, you're dealing with a lot of nonsense here. You have lies coming in. You have people wanting to pull you into their gossip, into their chaos. You're going to be a little bit stubborn, meaning Aries, you're going to want to see things one certain way. You're going to be like, no, this is right, this is right, this is right. Spirit is pulling you in another direction. So you are going to be resistant to that. That can also be being too detail oriented and not stepping back and looking at the bigger picture. But you can also have something that comes in and takes you off the task at hand and pulls you in a different direction, which can be annoying, but it's also going to be highly beneficial. Watch out for people being manipulative, okay? But also it's kind of like they're being a little bit like spies, okay? A little bit like spies. Like they're taking this information and then going and telling other people. They're taking information and then corrupting it this way or that way. So just being aware of this, because what we have here is in this deck, this right here represents the Council of Monarchs. And that is representative of Aries energy, right? What are you? Aries energy. So here we have the spy listening to Aries energy. So there's somebody here who's taking your ideas and trying to pass them off as their own, or tell them to somebody else, or just, being a little bit sneaky with what you have to say. So being aware of that is going to be really beneficial for you during this time. Now, it could be an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius. It can also be somebody else who's being taken advantage of, who is very young, very naive, very kind of like innocent. They might not actually be young, but they might be a very innocent energy, a very innocent soul that is saying things in good faith, and it's being corrupted. So just being aware of that, be very mindful, trust everyone, brand your cattle this week, okay? That's going to be a very important thing. With the Page of Swords, What's also very interesting is that somebody tried to diminish your power when you were younger, okay? Tried to make you think, you're not really that talented in this area, in this way. What's really funny is you really are. So this is you getting back your voice, connecting with your inner child self. When were you silenced? When were you told you couldn't? And now you're going to see, oh yeah, I can, right? You're getting back in power with your voice. If you have air sign energy in your chart, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that's coming through very, very strongly during this time, especially if you have Libra energy. The Five of Wands is that chaos of the world that Spirit is showing here. It's kind of like, okay, so in this world, as spiritual beings, as we embrace our souls and ourselves, right? We want to be in the world. We don't want to be of the world's chaos. We don't want to be pulled into the chaos of the world. It's kind of like the crazy rapids of everything. Like when you're canoeing or anything like that, or kayaking, you don't want to hit the rapids, right? You don't want to get knocked over. So just be mindful about this during this time, that somebody wants to pull you into the chaos. That's not for you, that's for them. So stepping back, not listening to lies, not listening to deceits, being very aware of what you want and how you're moving forward towards your goals. That's going to be very important as well. So you're looking at things in a very different light. And this can also be feeling like an outsider, and you have felt like an outsider many times before because you don't see things the same way as everybody else. And that has been since you were young. So this is going to be a time where you don't listen to the lies that others are telling you, to conform more, to be more like XYZ. You are following the power of your soul. You're working hard, diligent, determined, focused, and you're going to see that Spirit is pulling you in a direction that you might not have thought was your calling at this time, or you might not have thought was as important, but it really is. You're going to find that this is a week where you're putting certain things into balance, certain things into greater understandings. You're also looking at the shadows of things, kind of the creative energy, the deeper insight, but not everything that's as black and white. White page, black print, this is the way it has to be. This is the way, I demand it. You're looking more at the grays of it all, the tones of it all, the insight of it all. You're going deeper. You're gaining a deeper understanding. You have strong Pisces energy here, time frame February 19th to March 20th. So if you're born on the cusp with Pisces, if you have Pisces energy in your chart, that's going to come through very powerfully. But it's also going to make you question. It's bringing your dreams forward in a very real way. And you can be questioning, how do I make this the reality that I want? How do I walk forward, embracing the power that I see for myself, embracing what it is that I need? You're going to be connecting with your dreams, so do be expectant of that. But also know that if you are super stressed, if you are super overwhelmed with chaos, okay, your brain might not be calm enough to be able to dream. So if you're not having those dreams, if you're not having that insight, how do you calm yourself? How do you center yourself in order for you to be aware of your body? It could be through tapping either side of your shoulder, right? You could be doing the butterfly, right? Either side of your shoulder. You could be tapping on your legs, thinking about, like, I feel stuck, I feel overwhelmed, I feel, chaotic, whatever it is, like sorrow, or I'm not good enough, type of energy. And it might sound funny to focus on the negative, but what we're doing is we're seeing where that energy has been stuck since we were little, and it has been lessening our voice and lessening the way that we want to move forward, or the way that we feel like we can move forward. So being aware of this is going to be important, because once we connect with our dreams, once we get in connection with what it is that the unseen world, right, the spirit world is telling us, things start to move forward very, very quickly. And as things move forward very quickly, we start to see where things are not just, where things are not fair, where things are out of balance. And it's going to be around money, what we value as much as money, something that is sacredly prosperous to us. So here, things are out of balance. It's moving quickly to get them into balance so that we move forward in strong financial security, but also a strong security of, this is how I need to move forward for me. This is the bigger picture of what I'm building, of what I'm going after. Justice is also Libra energy. September 23rd to October 22nd is the time frame here. So we're being just, we're being fair to ourselves, we're getting things balanced. And with the Knight of Pentacles, we are going to see our prosperity moving us forward. We're also going to be calling out what's important to me. What do I want to build? How do I want to move this forward? We can also be calling out fears around money, chaoses that have held us back before. And that comes through with the Page of of Pentacles, when we were told when we were younger, you're not going to be successful. You can't be prosperous. Whether that was said in an offhanded way, oh, you'll never make money off of that, or if it was said in a way where we were being compared to somebody else, you'll never be as good as your cousin or your sibling or whomever, or you weren't called on in school, type of thing, that it all stays within us. And that's going to be called out during this time. You're also going to have justice around things moving slowly with finances, things moving slowly with the way that you're building your prosperity, your wealth. So there's something that comes into balance where it's like it clicks this week. And that's where the hard work comes in, the determination, the focus, the insight. And just know that Spirit's going to lead you on a different path than another person who's going to be a little bit manipulative, kind of. And again, this can be a person who's really well-meaning. They were just listening to the wrong people and lead you in a different direction than you had thought you were going in. So just being aware of that during this time. Keep your mind open. Keep yourself, keep yourself excited for what's ahead of you. Don't burn out during this time. Connecting with your dreams is going to be very important, but also making sure you don't overwork. You have the balance between your work life, your home life. But that can be difficult. You're just having the balance as you move things forward. You're being just and fair to yourself and not expecting and demanding too much of you, because things do move very quickly and it'll be very easy to burn out during this time. You're gaining your footing, you're gaining your understanding. You're also going to be very drawn to people who ask a lot of questions. That's going to be really cool to you. Like the hows, the why comes, the how comes about everything is going to be something that you're drawn to. Somebody who asks questions, goes deeper, very childlike curiosity, kind of like why? And that's going to be exciting, especially when the person is older, right? And has this beautiful just joy and curiosity for life. You're also going to not be afraid to plant seeds, to go after prosperity, success, the way that your soul is calling for it. You're also going to be going back to things that were very exciting, very prosperous to you when you were younger. And that's going to be filling up your energy cup, raising your energy vibration. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is the crane, and it says, you will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. Luck and longevity blesses this union. And that is true. You are going to be entering into a partnership, whether it is a romantic partnership, whether it is a friendship, whether it is a business partnership, or just, a community partnership where it benefits you, it raises you up. You're not in this alone. And sometimes, Aries, we forget that. We think we have to take on everything by ourselves. We have to move forward with determination and focus and make it work. And here it's Spirit calling to us and saying, let others also raise you up. It moves us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Spiritual awakening. That's why Spirit is calling you. Spirit is calling you, kind of pulling you in a different direction, because, we can be in the direction of chaos, of the lies of the world, of chaos, of like just too much. And with the crown chakra coming forward, we can tap the top of our heads, right? And embrace the awakening of self, or embrace opening up the crown chakra. But what we are going to see is that we are seeing things quite differently than we have seen things before. And that can be very exciting for us. It can also be a little bit scary, at times. It's like, ooh, how do I handle this? Let's see the energy we need to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. This is the Two of Cups. So this is energy of healing. Now, this is two ways. For a majority of us, there's going to be healing energy that comes in, and we're going to be scared of accepting it. But there's also this person that keeps on coming forward that, says all the right things, but is highly manipulative. So just be mindful who you're trusting during this time and how you're seeing yourself, okay? You need to really embrace your ideas, your passions, your fire, and not let another person's words or desires overlap yours, okay? Not overlap, but take over your own. Your subconscious spirit message is the chickadee, which is one of my favorite birds. And it says, the time is right to release old patterns and energies. It really is. You are ready to embrace change, and you are. It can be scary, it can be overwhelming, but it is so needed to embrace this change. It brings us then to the inner child, subconscious, spirit message, chakra message coming forward. And this is your inner child talking to you. We can see that with the Page of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. This is your prosperity. This is your success. This is bounty. This is abundance. And you are releasing negativities, hurts, and pains. And you are transforming yourself. You need to listen to your inner child self, even though it might sound silly, because you are holding a lot from your past, and it is unduly influencing you right now. And it's just swooping that kid up, who you once were, up in your arms and saying, I love you. I'm here for you. I will always love you. Because childhood is hard. We are learning so much. We can go through so much, feel so helpless. And just letting that inner child know that they have a voice that is being heard is extremely powerful. This is the heart chakra tapping the vagus nerve, which is tapping either side of the shoulder, kind of where the collarbone is highly beneficial to embrace your heart and to let your heart chakra shine. It moves us then to the energy to be mindful of. Be mindful of the lady. Now, this can be somebody who comes across very motherly, very connective, and is, again, using that for manipulation, okay? But this is also saying beware, giving and giving and giving to everybody else and never giving to yourself, and not fully giving birth to the creativity within you. So just be aware of that as well. It moves us then, and the lady, of course, is also you are the emperor, right? In the major arcana. The lady is the perfect partner. But here, it is a corruption of the perfect partner, meaning this is somebody who takes advantage and knows which buttons to press. So just being aware of that. And the Five of Cups is change your mind, change your life. You are looking at things so differently now that you are going to be changing your world completely and powerfully for you. So here, there are things that have fallen apart, right? In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, here it's crabs, but in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it's 3 cups that were spilt. You have 2 cups. You can divvy them out, right? Everybody might not get as much, but they still have that bounty and that blessing. When we look at the 3 cups that are spilt, the only thing that we can think of is I want to sweep up that wine, right? I want to have it, but all that's left is mud. Let go of the mud. It's not going to do anything for us. Turn around. See what is still standing and connect with it. It is beautiful. All right, Aries. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this week and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aries. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have a blessed week. Bye.